Helen here from Popternative, here to give you a quick and spoiler-free review of Season 2 of Outer Banks, which drops on Netflix on July 30th. So let's get right into it. There are 10 episodes in Season 2, and each episode is filled with action, and we start right away with Sarah and John B. on the boat going to the Bahamas, and the Pogues back in Outer Banks. So the first few episodes have the Pogues separated, but it's a nice balance between the two. It's also a really great summer vibe. Makes you feel like you're right there in the Bahamas and Outer Banks with them. Beautifully filmed, beautiful cinematography. So we see the Pogues back in Outer Banks, who at first think that Sarah and John B are dead, but we of course know from the trailers that they're not, and they let the Pogues know through a text, which is a really great scene that happens during school. Just like Season 1, Season 2 is filled with both hilarious and yet philosophical quotes, which I'm sure will make its way around social media once everyone sees the episodes. For those who are fans of the character Rafe, he gets a lot more character development this time around than Season 1. He has a lot of intense scenes. He's a bit more unhinged than Season 1. There are a few characters I wish we could have seen more on screen throughout Season 2, characters that we saw a lot more of in the first season and I wish would have had more of a storyline this time around. But we are introduced to a few new characters this time around that add more to the storylines through Season 2, such as Elizabeth Mitchell, who plays the role of Limbri. You may recognize Elizabeth Mitchell from tons of different TV shows she's been in. She played Dr. Juliet in Lost. She's also been in more recent series like Revolution and The Expanse. She at first comes off as sweet and innocent, but we will soon grow to dislike her character very early on in the season. And again, she adds a lot more to the storylines throughout the season. We're also introduced to the character Cleo, who's played by Carlacia Grant, who may be familiar to some. She's played Danielle in the Oprah Winfrey Network series Greenleaf. I think she'll become an instant fan favorite. She's definitely a fun character. She has a lot of charisma to her character. I think people will like her right off the bat. She also plays a very important role in the storyline throughout the season, so she is a very important new character, I'd say. Without giving anything away, Season 2 definitely ends for a setup for a third season. It's very obvious in what happens in the last few episodes. However, it does so in a way that leaves fans satisfied. There's not too many questions that are left unanswered. There's no confusion. Everything wraps up. And now there's a new storyline setting place for a third potential season, which I'm sure will be the case given its popularity. There are also some interesting behind-the-scenes facts that Netflix shared about Season 2, and the 5 leads, Chase Stokes, Madeline Klein, Madison Bailey, Jonathan Davis, and Rudy Pankow, they can all operate boats in real life, and they all do so throughout the season. It definitely makes for a super realistic part of the show, and makes every scene feel very real when one of them is driving a boat. Because the characters of Sarah and John B are in Bahamas with the first few episodes, they are wearing the same clothes for many of the episodes. And actually, both Madeline Klein and Chase Stokes were in the same wardrobe for nearly half the season while filming. So they got very used to those clothes, and we'll see that in many of the both pictures and scenes from the whole season. So that's a little overview of Season 2. I didn't give anything away. Hopefully it still leaves you a lot of questions and anticipation for the new season. It drops, like I said before, July 30th. All 10 episodes will be available on Netflix. Let us know down below in the comments what you think will happen in Season 2, what you hope will happen in Season 2, and any other kind of thoughts you have about the season as a whole. For more content like this, you can head to our website at popternative.com, and you can follow us on all social media platforms with the handle @popternative.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.